Hey everybody, what's up? It's GleeCon, and I'm back again. Thanks for watching, for listening, and for tuning in. So, first of all, welcome back after a couple days. I have been in the ringer with a couple large work assignments. I'm sorry that I haven't gotten on here and posted as much as I wanted to, but we'll do a nice one right now. What is this show? It's lore of Warcraft. Who am I, GleeCon? A dude that wants to go with you through every single thing in the world of Warcraft universe. An ambitious project, to be sure. Um, because that includes everything, both video game and outside media. We've been doing some videos lately, a couple episodes of something called Burns of Shao. We have a few more coming down the pipeline with those. And we also have some non-canon stuff that we have talked about, the defunct Warcraft Encyclopedia, the Dungeons and Dragons books and strategy guides, just to name a few. So this is a World of Warcraft classic playthrough that you're looking at today, and it's one that we've been doing for a while. We are in the middle of Stranglethorn Vale. We've completely capped that zone as Alliance, and we're now going to be doing maybe our third episode as Horde. So stay a while and listen as we take Gleek and Soul, our Tauren Shaman. She's kind of resto, but kind of enhance as we level. We take her back. So far, she's done a lot of the things in the north of the zone. If you look at the old map, we've done a lot of the hunting quests, and we've done, really a lot of things around here, but we have just a pinch more. So we have to, she's also a leather worker, so we're going to have to at some point start collecting some scales. I think we'll probably do that when we go to visit the hinterlands. We did some grinding in the hinterlands as Alliance, so it's only appropriate that we do some for Horde also. But we're not going to do that quite yet. We do have to go to Moshog and kill some brutes. That's right south of Grom'gol, so that's high on our list. As is getting the Elder Crocolisk skin. We're still hunting for the chapters. We still have, we have one chapter completed, so we have a few other, I think it's chapter 2, it looks like it's completed, and then we have chapters 1, 3, and 4 still to go. We've already killed the head tiger in the hunt, but we still have the panther as well as some of these trolls in the middle. Yikes. And then we also have these kind of trolls to get at here, and so on and so forth. All right, so I think what we're going to have to do, we have to go to Tanaris for some stuff. We have to go to Hinterlands for that. I'm just not ready to do all that yet. All right, let's hop back on the plane and head back to the north of Stranglethorn. I think I still am fine with like maybe one more level before we start traveling the world to Hinterlands, and probably we'll wait on Hinterlands all the way until we've started to work on the pirates and done the Cortolo's Riddle quest, since that sends us out that way too.
How may I be of service?
Take me to Grom'gol, my friend. That's how you can serve me. We have this mail. I think that's old. I think. No, that's just not as good as what we have. It's not old. We got these gloves. My dog is barking in the background because my wife has decided to wait until this moment to vacuum the house and get the dog riled up. So I hope it's muting you in the background. The mic will often mute persistent, dull, white noise if it's far enough in the way in the background. So I'm hoping you are going to have all of this muted. I do not know why she waited until this exact moment to do it. It might be one of those quiet marital tete-a-tetes going on. But I'm just going to not say anything and pretend that it's not happening. And that it didn't happen. When this video is over, I will not mention it. All right, so when we land here, up here, it looks like we got a couple little things. Oh, we actually need that too. The Skull Splitter Tusks I'm not as worried about because we can farm those there, but I forgot we do need the leaders for Blooscalp clan heads. We need that. We need, actually, we can go do, Blooscalp clan heads is like right up there. Alright, let's go get those Blooscalp clan heads. Because I don't think there's anything that's gonna send us further in that direction. So I hope not. I mean, we have In Defense of Grom'gol, and I don't really know what happens to that, what's happening there. But also, we have... we need the Elder Saltwater Crocolisk. We could potentially... It could be... There it is right there. No. Alright. No potentials or anything like that needed to be discussed. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and drop some attacks. We should... This is a 38 elite, and we are a 48, so this should be no worries for us. This should just be the straight battle of overpowered Crocolisk. Yeah, we're crushing this thing. Not even taking very much damage. And we have it. Okay. Looks like that guy is having his own epic battle. Alright, so we got this skin that we needed. That was the final croc hunting line. That was the... They don't have a named thing. That was sort of a hybrid where you do fight a final round. It is elite like the others. That one's not named. It's so the croc one's not a true hunting campaign. It's just sort of kind of in that vein. If you, unlike me, if you're unlucky and none of these crocodiles are the elite one, I've had it happen maybe once that way. The elites can spawn in any of the spawn points that these saltwater crocolisks spawn in. So you just have to kill that. The quest text says something like, "Oh, they come out to defend the other crocolisks. So if you want one, you just have to kill the other crocs until you have a mama or whatever, and an elder has come out to defend the babies." That's not how it works practically. It's just that they share a spawn point, and the spawn rate's relatively high. So as long as if you kill the other crocs and start waiting for them to respawn, eventually you'll get one. But you can walk up down the coast sometimes and find 3 or 4 of them spawned already. So because there's no incentive to really kill them otherwise, they don't drop anything particularly good from a loot perspective. All right, now we're going up to the troll ruins. We've killed a lot of trolls. We've taken their teeth. We've taken their tusks, I think, or necklaces. I don't know. We've had to kill these trolls for a few different reasons, and including for the head, the hand, and the heart, we had to come up here and kill the leader. But there are 2 other little mini leaders up here, and I really don't want to fall. But there's a path over there. Okay, so we need Nezliok and Ganzula, because this is part of the quest line. We're looking for Yeniku. Yeniku, who is the son of one of our ally troll clan's chieftains, and he's been missing for some time. So we looked around, we couldn't find him. We killed these trolls and did some little magic, or the witch doctor in town did, to see if that would allow us to figure out what's going on. It was not. And so now we are going to try to kill their leaders and ask ourselves, hey, if we kill the leaders, will that be enough to ritualistically... And luckily they're so low level that we can just walk through them. So we've also had to come here, I think, or maybe that was as Alliance, but we had to come look at these tablets. So there's all kinds of reasons why you come to the Blooscalp. Fortunately, there's no 2 ways about it. You have to come here at least a couple times. All right, so we're looking for... There's one. There's Nezriok the Dyer. Okay, so we're going to start by... There we go. We pulled him. And he just came right there with us. Okay. Alright. Got a buddy right there. Now, this is probably the easier of the 2. Nezriok the Dyer, he's a level 40. So we chopped his stinking head off. And then the other one is this big guy, Ganzula. He's the tougher trolls. Hey, buddy. So we're just going to come back here and fight to our heart's content. There's 4 trolls. We're going to see who we can pull. I kind of want to clear this a little bit better. Now, the cool thing about the Blooscalp is they do not run, which is great. They that's not how their little scripting works. They join in. They use the troll rage, and I don't know if it's similar to the other troll rages that like we have as a PC. See, that's the script that triggers for them instead. All right, so I'm gonna go. We're gonna go after Ganzilla here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a defensive totem on. Plus my 2 favorites. Oh, look at that! More than half the life down with that Witch Doctor, and we didn't chain pull. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add some flaming on Ganzilla. He's 41, so you have to be able to kill a 41 and a 42. Anywhere from 2 to 4 mobs probably is a necessity. Obviously, he's raging and attacking fast. So if you're a caster, it might be a little bit trickier if you're not, picking off and kiting, ISOing those guys. All right. I'm not going to head right back to the camp yet. Instead, what I'm going to do is run over this way. I don't care about the Skull Splitter Tusks. I don't even know which one of these guys drop Skull Splitter Tusks. We're going to head over and look for Bagthera now. I want to do that. And I think I'm going to ignore the Skull Splitter Tusks for now. But on the way back from Bagthera, we'll go back and turn that one in too. Then on the way back, we'll go and get the Moshog before we go to camp, because that's a really low one. Yeah, what is there, 1 Skull Splitter? Or is there like an elite? Who drops that 1 tusk right there? No, Nesliok the Dire, I guess. The first guy we killed, I guess, is a member of the Skull Splitter, not the Blooscalp tribe, so I don't know what the story is there, but... Now, Bagthera we've killed. He is the elite final Panther. He has some... I don't think he stealths. Even though he's in the area of the Shadowmaw Panthers. He's also... The tiger pretty much spawns in like 2 or 3 spots. Pretty easy to find because of that. The Panther kind of roams this area, so he's a little bit harder to find. He's also a little tougher than the tiger. And then same thing when we get to the raptor. We're not there yet, but when we get to that raptor, he kind of spawns in a few spots too. Our bag is so full right now because we just have almost a whole bag tied into these stupid things. We also have a lot tied into the leather for our leatherworking quests too. Yeah, we're gonna have to, for the leatherworking, the thick armor kits I have, that's easy. Wildvine we don't have yet, so that's another thing. I'm waiting until we can get our 3 Wildvine. There's another Panther. Actually, I kind of want to go down. But then we'll have to build these breastplate, gloves, tunics, and headbands. So how much total? Let's see if we have enough of our other mats. We need 5. How many do we need each? I think we need 2 each, yeah. So that means we need 4. We need 2, so we have enough to, we have 2. 14. So we have enough for all the Nightscape. That's all good to go. The turtle scale, 12, I think, right? We need breastplate and gloves. So that's 12, 24. So we need like 22 more thick leather. So we still don't have quite, but that's going to happen, I think, when we start hunting the turtles. We're going to get a crud ton of thick leather also. And then all of those have to get turned in Feralus. We do need some giblets from some gorillas, but it doesn't look like for whatever reason the Jungle Thunderers dropped those. Alright, now we're starting to be in the neighborhood. The guy's name is Sheep Eater. Okay. We're in the neighborhood of Bagthera now, so we're going to look for this guy. Yeah, I really haven't had a lot of chance to play very much at all this week. I ran, in my little playing around for fun on Anniversary, I ran Ragefire Chasm once, I think, this week, maybe Tuesday or something. That's a quick one. I also have turned in, like I'm going to set up my character that finished Zul'Farrak to go do the get the ancient egg. And okay, so we're looking for this tiger. There he is, right off the bat. Perfect. Not tiger, panther. Forgive me. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing where he's doing that little thing elites like to do sometimes, where they start padding in one way, then run back really quick to pad another way to screw with you. Look, looking for more Zul'Farrak right there. Yeah, so I'll do a little bit of that today, and then tomorrow I should run Zul'Farrak again in my free time. We'll have another couple videos. My plan, this is my goal over the next 2 months, because this is really swamped time for me. For the next 2 months, like I mentioned before, my hours are going to be gross. All right, so we're going to go back up here now and then head down and get the witch doctors. We're going to go up to turn Bagthera's in. As you can see, there's nothing to really talk about strategy-wise. He's just a big panther. He hits kind of hard. Whatever level he was. 40. But my plan is to try to hit 3 long plays up a week, to do 1 each day on the weekends, and just at least get 1 long video done throughout the week. So this week that didn't happen. So because of that, it's Friday. That's why I'm doing a long play today. That way I'll hit my 3 for the week this week. And then when and where I can, I would like to do at least a couple short plays throughout the week. And I did hit that. I got at least 1. I think I got 2, maybe 2 of the videos. I don't know. I think maybe I only got 1 done this week, but yeah. But this week had some unexpected things pop up late, and like last night, for instance, I ended up getting a kind of a project at work with a deadline of 7:30 a.m. this morning, and I got it yesterday, and it was something that would normally take me 2 days, 2 work days to do, and so I worked the whole day on it, and then it was only about half done. So I came home and I worked on it till about 12 or 1 in the morning at home and finished it out. And no, do I get extra money? That's funny. No. I got a salary. Bagthera can prove to be an elusive beast. How fares the hunt?
So the great Bagthera is dead. Cheers to you, adventurer. You are a mighty adventurer indeed.
Not as strong as what we already have, but now we've turned in Panther Hunter. All right, so Panther Mastery is now done. That is this guy. Cool. And nothing more comes out of that. We just have to finish the Raptor chain, and then we'll be ready to do the finale of Big Game Hunter. Got a lot of things in our bag right now. Yeah, like these are all quest items. Okay. Now, the only other thing before we finish the short mini run is let's go kill these ogres That is, if you noticed from the spreadsheet that we just pulled up, that's our lowest remaining quest. Our lowest level remaining quest. And also Excelsior, which is done. So those are our lowest remaining ones. And then after that, it's the Green Hills of Stranglethorn. But that we will continue to get stuck with until we can finish this stinking... until we finish them. We just need good RNG. Alright, so... It's going to be tough what I want to do after this. I guess what I'm going to do is turn these couple in. Excelsior, that can wait until we get a reason to go back to Booty Bay. I'll sit on this one croc skin until then. But killing the raptors and killing the trolls, which of those two we do, I'm going to wait until we turn in these troll clan heads and until we turn in Defense of Grom'gol Part 2 and kind of see if there's follow-ups to those. I'm going to let that dictate for me what we do next. Alright, so what do we have to do on this quest? Just kill some trolls. Now, this quest can be annoying because I don't think there's actually quite enough ogres. So we need 10 brutes. So I don't think there are enough. And there you go. You see someone running over there. That's the problem. I don't think there's actually enough mobs. I think you have to end up waiting on some respawns. It's super duper duper annoying because of that. Probably could be a little bit. Thick, handsome DPS looking for a group of something. 55 plus. Alright, so 10 of those guys. Maybe I'll start hitting off some of these as well. Witch doctors, we need 5 of those. This guy, and this is what happens is that there's just not enough. This is the only spot for them. And you have to wait for respawns. We just got a page, and I just don't know what it is. So this guy is fighting a couple. The page, it looks like it was... Oh, it's already part of something we already have because it just stacked right up. Alright. So, here we go. We got another brute here. I don't remember if there's a third type, but... Nice. Nice crit there. But yeah, so it's just waiting for these things to respawn. While you run around. And because this guy came and killed a bunch, I don't know if he just healed me or if I just got a heal for getting a crit. I don't know. So now that's it. Now we wait for the respawn. Bummer. Because there's just nothing else we can do. This happened to me last time I did this also. And we're sort of capped waiting on this quest too. It's really, really annoying. That they give you this one small base. There's one down there. Okay, so at least we managed to sneak and find one more. We need 5 witch doctors and 10 brutes, I believe. Wow, look at that. Just one shot at that guy, basically. The Mizja Ruins. I don't know why these ogres are here. There's another brute. Cool. So we did find a couple on the outskirts. Cool for us. I don't see any further over there. I mean, I guess we could have invited that guy to team up, but I don't see him, and it doesn't seem like he was chomping at the bits for a team up either. So, but with this being a kill quest, this is the perfect kind of quest to team up. It hurts neither of the two of us. I guess I'll swim over there and skin that crawl. Skin the crawl. Crikey. There's a crocodile over there. Right. What we're going to do, we're going to sneak right up on it and jam our thumb. Old school South Park. Oh, there's another crocodile right there. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna sneak right up on him. Are you skinning him, you little gnome? Callie T magic. Oh look, he's leaving us all kinds of free real estate. I need some of that. Take it. Take it. Considering we're trying to, every little piece is one step closer to that quest. Oh, we also have this Graku mincemeat pie. I can throw that whenever I want. Got some potions. We can manufacture some room if we really have to. All right, so I'll tell you what. I'm sure most of you guys, if you live in the U.S., you're tackling this major frost. It is cold lately, and I don't know, but I have a nice corner office at my job. I kind of logistically have to because for a couple reasons. So I sort of kind of get lucky, but one, I need to be centrally located because a lot of people have to be able to come and go, and especially during certain times of year, I'm kind of like a hub where almost everyone in the facility has to come to me. Ooh, look, there's a master tribal leatherworker. Can I learn anything from them? I don't know. And then two, I have a lot of secure high-level documents, materials that you have to be legally permitted to have access to them because of auditing purposes. And so there are, like, all of the stuff in my office is under lock and key, and there's only allowed to be three individuals in the facility that can access it. Myself.
What you want?
Oh, we can't do it yet, but I guess this is where we will go eventually. Myself, there has to be a security, like, head person that can find a key for safety purposes in case there was, like, I don't know, a mass shooting or something. And, like, police have to be able to access it, so there's normally a head security person that doesn't have it on them, but knows where to find, like, a stored key. And, like, one of my superiors is allowed to have it, but not, it could be the head honcho of the whole place, or it could be anybody, but just one of them. So, that part's kind of nice, but it gives me a nice, big corner office with windows, and it's pretty nice. But something has caused the AC to stop working. I mean, the heat's not working in my freaking office, so it's freezing. And these guys have finally started to respawn. We did our time. Okay, let's see if we can get 5 brutes out of this and the remaining witch doctors that we need. So I'll start my day when my coffee's still hot and everything, but man, by about halfway through the day, I am freezing. I've had to just, like, get up and go move to, like, someone else's office or, like, a central area and just work. Bring my laptop with me and just work from another room. It's been cold. So I'm sure a lot of people have boo-hoo-hoo. What a sob story. Wah, wah, wah. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can get some more. I think the brutes gave me more problems last time just because you need twice as many. Army hearties. There's somebody maybe giving up me treasure. Looks like either me or someone else just killed that brute. There's a witch doctor. Alright, we're down to... There's a couple more witch doctors. Cool. Okay, cool. We're getting a nice little pack of guys. Come on. Excellent. Alright, so if we could just find one more witch doctor if we can get these. We can tag and kill these other two and find one more witch doctor. So now we're down to needing just one, after this one Witch Doctor, one Brute. We're good. I hear some kind of, oh, there it is. I hear some kind of like pulsing totem. I don't know what it does. What kind of totem is it? It says it's a Word of Lays. Alright, so this is our final Brute. Now we just need one Witch Doctor. I don't see that I'm being affected by it. I might be too far away. Alright, let's find one more Witch Doctor. That is a Brute. That is a Brute over there. Not what we need. You stupid idiot. Okay. Let's go the other way. Probably could heal myself if I wanted to be responsible, but it's not typically my play style, you know. Kind of play a little fast and loose, and then rather than getting good, just lament why I suck at this game. Yeah, so for those of you that, I actually heard like a couple people were like died this week from the cold across the United States. I think it's just because so many people are like not used to it, not prepared. Probably homeless people are included in that. Like just places where you can generally just year long kind of survive out in the streets, and now it's not. We are, dang it, there are no other witch doctors. So this is annoying. This actually, I don't know if this happened to me before, but come on, we got to, if we have to wait for a third respawn cycle, that's going to be super duper frustrating. That's just super duper frustrating. Come on. I mean, come on. Alright, well, for a final witch doctor, I guess we're waiting for one more. I could kill these brutes, but I kind of want to. Like, I want to leave them up for other people to be able to kill them. Oh yeah, there was one last time on the other side of this little hill. No, it's a brute this time. Dang, son. Okay, so I guess we're waiting on the respawn timer. I don't know how long that took us last time. I think it was probably just like maybe 5 minutes, maybe a little less. Well, at least the jungle's nice. Yeah, but this quest is dumb. Anytime Blizzard designs, anytime there is a quest where the amount of mobs needed are less than the total of an amount that can even possibly exist in the game at any one time, that frustrates me to no end. What do we have here on terms of our skills for fishing? 240. All right. Well, I guess we could start getting some fishing done. Why not? Let's do something productive with our time. So we don't need it yet, but we will need it at 49. So we could just get some fish. Why not? There's Greater Sagefish Pool right there, but so we will need, technically we're trying to get to 2. And then we're just watching to see if a witch doctor spawns. We need one more witch doctor. So fish it up. I guess that's what we're doing. And the fishing begins. And we're max cooking now, so these fish, if we got the greater sagefish, those are actually good buffs. I don't even want to carry any fish around. Just immediately throw these guys out or sell them for 3 copper or whatever. But yeah, so I've been enjoying the anniversary run. I'm probably going to play some of the other classic with Lady Gleekon later tonight. We will, like I said, I've been working on that Holy Pally, but her and I we only play maybe once or twice a week. It's just, if there's no time in the week, her work schedules, she works nights, so that doesn't overlap during the week. And then, so that just leaves the weekend, and depends on how we're vibing. Sometimes we'll do we might do 2, like Friday and Saturday play. Sometimes we just play 1, but I think we'll probably play today, depending. Unless I'm in trouble for some reason, as evidenced by this passive-aggressive vacuuming. You never know. Brute. They're starting to respawn, and we did get 1 point of fishing done. I guess I'm going to go run around after actually this fish. Because their brutes are spawning back in, not witch doctors. So that's not cool. Oh, there's a witch doctor. Okay. Back to the weaponry. Finally, that took a little bit of time, but hey, we got 1 of our points done of fishing. Right? That's cool. Yeah, we have this heavy silk too. I mean, this silk, and I think we're good on silk. We've already done that with this character. What is that lazy thing doing? Alright, so that was annoying, but we got it done. It's also really close. The other part, this one is really close to the Grom'gol base camp. So it's like, you're just asking for an easy quest that people think they can go run to, and then it's just, oh, super annoying. Now, you could be smart, I guess, and go run about and do your life. And just clear this camp every time you pass through. But even that, I feel like the quest is low level enough that it becomes not worth it after a while. Unless you're cray-cray like me. Alright, so not as worried about turning in the leather yet. Like that can kind of sit for a little bit. Alright, let's turn in the Defense of Grom'gol, because that's definitely the lowest quest we have.
Well done. You have served the war chief with honor.
Okay. Don't really care about the buckler very much. Like, what is it? It's a strength stamp spirit. It's okay. Alright, so Defense of Grom'gol Part 2. And it looks like that was the end of that one. I don't think it picked us up another quest. So that's it. Just cool. Just go take care of it. Yeah. He has that enchantment that's due. That's killing the raptors, so we do need to do that.
Speak, friend.
Technically repair. Just selling those. I don't care. Alright, let's go turn in these heads too and see what happens there. Superior weaponsmith. Hey.
What are you looking for?
Alright, I think you turn the heads by throwing them into this cauldron. The greenish broth within the cauldron bubbles. You place the heads of Ganzula and Nezliok within the cauldron. Ah, good Gleekansol. Now let's see what tale these heads tell. There, Gleekansol, you may now speak. You may speak now. Speak to the Blooscalp chief and his witch doctor. So each of these 2 heads will give us a quest. So speaking with Nezliok is the lower of the 2. This cauldron churns with thick green bubbles. Skulls, bones, and organs of unknown creatures swim within its viscous broth, and rising lazily to the surface are the skulls of 2 once mighty trolls, Ganzula and Nezliok. Speaking with Nezliok. The head of Nezliok speaks. It is true. I know where the child of the Darkspears was taken. Your best in me unbound my spirit, but I will say nothing without appeasement. The Blooscalps war with the Skull Splitters. To gain my favor, steal from the Skull Splitters 3 of their trophy skulls and place them here with us, so that my spirit will have slaves in the nether. 1 skull must be from their trophy pile in Baliama, another from Ziatajai, and the last from Zulmamwe. Okay, so if we look at the map, it would appear that boom, 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 where we need to hunt now, we have those 3 skulls to pick up. Perfect. That meshes nicely with what we have to do. Speaking with Ganzula, the head of Ganzula speaks. Curse you and curse your ancestors. Only blood and revenge can cool my rage. So if that is your wish, then do this. Throw yourself into the heart of the skull splitters to the east. Slay the fiercest among them. And if you survive, then break yourself against their chief and affect the cruel. Ha! Bring me his shattered armor if you can. May he tear off your limbs and leave you to rot and be eaten by carrion. So we need to get 8 hunters, 6 headhunters, 4 berserkers, and an effect. Get all that. And those are also the dudes right here. So we're going there as well. So we just got Speaking with Nezliok and Speaking with Ganzella picked up and added to the pile. Look at all that is all done. Excelsior can be turned in. But, oh, we just turned in Blooscalp clan heads. I forgot that part right there. Turn that one in. Okay. And then that immediately gave us Speaking with Nezliok. And it gave us Speaking with Ganzula, which is actually a big jump in terms of item quest level. All right, but what do we have next? So that's ready. Oh, Curse of the Tides. I just never checked that one off. So Raptor Mastery is really the next thing I want to do. And we have that one tied in there with, what's this other quest called? The Enchantment. This, Mok'thardin's Enchantment Part 2. Alright, so that's what we're going to do next. We're going to go down here and fight off this pair of things. We're going to go fight these jungle stalkers and also get their feathers. That's the plan. That way we can kind of set up the final big game hunter. I think that would be cool before we head on down that way and before we come over here and start working on those. Alright, although, I mean, that's fine. That's cool. So we have to cross the bay here. If I wanted to, we could use some of our magical power. Walk across the bay. But I ain't gonna. I don't wanna. Alright, so we need to kill 10 stalkers. We also need 10 jungle stalker feathers. Don't know how much harder that is. If it's a 1-to-1 drop or not. But these are two things we can get side by side. And then that will open up the final raptor kill. These guys are around level 40. It's a 41 quest, so there's probably some 41 mobs too. Most are probably around 41. But I'm surprised they haven't tagged this as a level 40 quest. Alright, so we did that. Notice we did not get the feather, which means we'll be killing far more than the 10, at least twice as many as the 10 we need. But we're at least starting to get XP from some of these quests now, because we've been sort of stagnant at level 48 the past couple episodes. Okay, we got 1 feather. That was my guess, is that probably we're looking at a 50% drop rate. What is this thing? That's the Cold Eye Basilisk. That you just need for the Alliance quest. We don't need any of those. Got Raptor Hide. I think I'm already sitting on a stack of that. Anyone going after Ganzella Nezliok? I literally just did that. Sorry, bud. Oh, here's the person that was doing something else near me. Can't remember what he was doing. Oh, I didn't realize he tagged him with the hunter's mark. My bad, my friend. But now there's plenty of these. There's no competition. Okay, we've already got a 4th kill, and we only have 1 feather so far. So that could still, I'm not giving up on my hope that we're looking at a 50% drop rate on these feathers. We're still within the margin of error for where we can hit an expected value of 50%. with 0.5 feathers. Maximum effort, Invisigirl says. Okay, now I'm worried because now we're 1 for 5. Still easily within the realm of possibility. My mana's getting a little low. He's fighting this cold type basilisk. That's another reason why I want to kill these, because there might be, you know, another level to the questing that I don't know about. Okay. Alright, we got our second feather. Cool. So at this point, we're at a 1 out of every 3 drop rate, which put us at 30, which will put us at around 8,000 XP just for the kill part of this, which I'm totally cool with. We need about 95,000 remaining, so, you know, we got to get that wherever we can. Now we'll also, now that the quests are green and not gray, we should start getting okay XP from the quests too. There we go. Okay, so we're at 3 out of 7. He parried, or I parried, one of the two. I think him. I think when it flashes parry, I think that means they parried me. He knocked aside my big old hammer. Did not get the feather I needed. Got some other kind of bobo feathers. I did just get a thick leather though, so that's cool. There's Invisigirl saying maximum effort. It's the one that was talking in chat. Come on. Weak. Oh, I'm not hitting. That's why. Okay, so we were at 4 for 9. I was just sitting there staring at things in the background. I was watching this Warlock fight. Panther, Voidwalker, Basilisk. My mana's getting a little low. Alright, so this means we've gotten the hunting portion done. But we are only at... So we were at 4 for 10. Which puts us at around a 40% drop rate. That still could be RNG going either way. 1 out of every 3 to 1 out of every 2. Somewhere in that range. So we'll kind of just try to play the game of tracking it for fun. Okay, so we're at 5 for 11. Also, all right, I'm gonna eat something for stamina purposes. That's a 12. That's a 12. I think I have worse ones somewhere. That's a 12. All right. That's 4. I guess I'll eat some spider sausages. Don't care as much about the... Because they're all 12. So really what I need is the least one. I need to get rid of this stupid flash bomb too. I don't know why. It causes all beasts to run away. It's just such a silly thing. It's not really worth keeping an inventory spot for. Alright, the main reason I just did that though is for the spirit portion of it. Less about the health, although that does help, and more about the spirit. And we have those Graku's mince pies, so if I get too low, I'll just start chugging away on those. Yes, give me the mince pies. I don't think I've ever eaten a mince pie in my life. Maybe? I've had meat pies before. I've made some. So I think I've reached a point with my pie cookbook where I'm just... I'm going to take a break from it. So I've been cooking those pies for a while, cooking my way through that cookbook, and I'm going to switch to something else because as much as I love pie, I gotta give my ultimate rating of being not super duper impressed. It's almost too gimmicky. So the cookbook is called 50 Pies for 50 States, and it basically tries to take the pies and make a pie for every state. That's it. But it's very forced. So rather than just making a good pie from every state, it's like they try to be themed, and it's a little too cute for its own good sometimes. So, for instance, the next pie up on my list is for Louisiana, and it's a beignet pie. So it's like a strawberry jelly style pie. And which whatever sounds like it could be okay. And then the top of the pie is all beignets. So if you're not familiar with a beignet, it's like a deep fried donut style thing, like a powdered donut. And it's got the jelly filled thing going along to match the jelly. So first of all, no one in my family is excited about it. My son is not the biggest pie fan, so unless the pie really looks like a banger, he's turning his nose up at it. My daughter, she's not into it. She does love powdered donuts, but she doesn't like jelly-filled donuts, so just because of the jelly, she's not going to touch it. My wife doesn't really like, she just doesn't really like super fried food, so I'm staring down the barrel of eating this entire pie to myself, and I'm approximately halfway through the book, so we're looking at 20 to 25 pies I've made so far out of this, and it already lost a lot of points because I could not make the crust recipe work. I couldn't do it. I failed probably. Now, when it's a cookie crust, that's fine. Those came out fine, but I could not make the pie dough recipe. I just couldn't make the butter crust work. Couldn't happen. There's Tethys. He's the one we need ultimately for the quest. If we look at it right now, it's just to the north of the thing. Just to keep in mind, because he's hidden by that tree, because we're gonna need him. I'm still at 5, so the drop rate has plummeted. Where I thought, like, okay, maybe we can get lucky, it's plummeted. Don't know exactly why. And now I'm going to be fighting the youngs to go along with it. This is just terrible. Terrible, I say. These youngs are annoying because they're not even worth anything. I fought one just to see if I get lucky. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to switch over to... I have another really good cookbook. The problem is that it's a grilling cookbook, and my grill is busted. It finally gave up the ghost. It broke in a couple different ways over the past few years, and I kept fixing it. Jury rigging parts up, and now it's just... it's broken to the point where it's just not even worth it. It's not worth it anymore. So I want to invest in a better grill next time because, I mean, I guess it's to be expected. Dang, man, the drop rate is so bad. I've gone through I just feel like I should be able, my grill should last longer. At this rate, I've been going through a new grill like once every 10 years, and so I guess that's normal. I don't know. I guess maybe I feel like you should be able to buy a grill and have it work for like ever. But oh my goodness. So this is terrible. We have totally fallen off the deep end with the Raptors here. They are not dropping what we need at all. Since we killed our 10, the first one, the 11th one, we got a feather. Then after that, I feel like we probably killed like 10 more. And not a single one has dropped it. So now we're looking at like a 5 out of 20 at best. So maybe a 25% drop rate. So it went the other way. So where I was thinking about the RNG being maybe coming around and getting in our favor, I was way off. And it's not. We're being punished severely. I don't know why he keeps fighting those bastards. What did the... Oh my gosh. I'm throwing away these flash bombs. Okay. When we get back to Booty Bay, I gotta remember to stash some more stuff, I guess. There's gotta be some things we can stash. Probably stash one of these fish scales. I really want. I mean, luckily there are plenty of raptors to kill, but it's a shame. Okay, now we're down here where someone has been killing them, not me, because I would have skinned them already. At least we can skin while we're in wolf form. Yeah, so there is a... I do have a cool cookbook. It's got some good stuff. I might also just kind of want to get a new one. But yeah, because I got to get a new grill. Okay, finally we got our 6th feather. We finally broke the dry spell. Jeez, that was rough. Down to needing 4. What kind of server doesn't have 3 DPS for a daily black rot deaths? This one. That's what I said. I mean, we're not quite there. Also, I'm not... I guess I'm DPS. I could be. One where everyone went to Junkie Fresh. I mean... I gotta say I've been having a little bit of fun on Fresh, sorry. People where they've forgotten all about Desil points. That's just a joke on this server. Desil points. Alright, let's see what we got. Luckily, there's tons more. We haven't even reached the end of the cycle of the path yet. How often is the daily Black Rock death? Ha 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 ha. You funny guy. And as we move around the swath here, they're all still the same. They're all 40 to 41. This is the Bloodsail compound. So we're actually getting into Bloodsail territory here. That's how far south we've come down. Without... I don't think I've ever had this much trouble getting these before, but to be fair, I've probably only done this quest a handful of times. Great. Alrighty. Here we go. It's another one. Oh, there's Bloodsail, but I didn't pick up the Bloodsail quest because it was a little bit lower, but it would have been cool if I did because now we're right in that neighborhood. Oh my gosh, I got that 1 feather and now it's terrible luck. I cannot believe we were actually having like a 1 out of every 2 luck to get started. Maybe 1 out of every 3, and then now it has genuinely plummeted. I don't know what the heck is going on with the RNG. It really is crazy. There's like a washed up beast on the shore over there. That's cool. We're getting plenty of Raptor hide. What is that for? Nothing that's going to actually be an upgrade for us. That's the lame thing about Raptor hide. Oh, a stone scale eel swarm. Look at that. That's for alchemy, though. So, other than getting some of that for alchemy, that doesn't matter either. Oh my gosh.
Inventory is full.
Of course it's full. Okay. Guess I'm getting rid of the Wicked Claw and the Raptor Egg. I'm getting all the Raptor supplies here. This is ridiculous. A human warrior named Britannia swimming off the coast. Just, I guess, probably trying to get from Westfall down into Booty Bay and figure that's the easiest way. Alright, we finally got feather number 7. Jeez Louise. Okay. Okay. Here we go. 3 to go. Come on, let's get some good RNG to bring us home. Yeah, this is winding up like taking a... Between this and those dumb ogres, we've spent over an hour on this episode so far. And we've only accomplished a few quests, so... I mean, that's, I guess, the World of Warcraft experience. Classic, anyway. That's how it goes. And we're back to seeing some blood scales, so we're at the bottom. We're at the bottom fringes of how these raptors can be killed. Where they can be killed.
I can't carry anymore.
A golden destroyer. That's kind of cool. Guess I'm gonna throw out these large fangs just to keep that. I don't know what to do with it. I wish I could do. I'm just gonna sell it, but I guess I could put it out in Grom'gol. I could offer it up to people if they want it. Alrighty, we need 3 more feathers. What's that thing? Oh, that's a pirate. What's that thing? What is that? Oh, it's a pirate. There's some silver. Is that cool? No, it's trash. No one cares. Silver vein in the deep southern part of Boot Stranglethorn Vale. Oh, look, there's somebody killing a couple raptors at the same time. Awesome. I mean, we just killed in this area, so probably respawn's fine. The area is huge for hunting ground. I just wish the drop rate was better. Oh my gosh. Kind of seems criminal. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Kind of seems criminal that they've made the drop rate this bad. Okay. I'm gonna back my way up into this other Panther Raptor. So I was way wrong. We've already gained like 10k XP. And a lot of Raptor hide. What do I do with Raptor hide? Do I have a recipe for it? I don't know. Probably not. And even if I did, like, what? I guess I'll research that. My well-fed buff is worn off. Ridiculous. Every time I don't get one, a small piece of my soul shrivels up. It's turning into little soul jerky. Alright. I mean, these flowers are cool. I can't remember. Are these called Bird of Paradise? They look like flowers that exist in real life. I can't remember what they're called, though. Yeah, so, division round playoff football. I'll probably watch that this weekend. I'm running out of things to freaking talk about because the game's not giving me any new material as I grind jungle stalkers for the past 45 minutes. I don't know what the next level of the enchantment would be. I know we'll come back here and kill that Tethys. After we turn this in, we're going to find out what the next tier is, but we're also going to go turn this, and part of what we'll do is we will kill Tethys, and then we'll defeat the final big game hunter round. So we have some plans. We'll do both those things on this episode. Come heck or high water, we're killing Tethys, and we're gonna kill the leader of all the animal kingdom or whatever. I need a tank for Zul'Farrak still. You know, I was pretty pleased when I ran Zul'Farrak. Oh, thank goodness. We got our 8th one. Okay, and we also ran out of... Throwing away my 10 Raptor Flesh. I just hate that we're just throwing away free money. I hate it. Alright. We're down to needing 2 Raptor Feathers. That's a thing. What does this destroy? 11 strength, 4 stam, 2-handed mace? I feel like that's not that good. If I had a... I do have a Horde Blacksmith, but I just don't play him anymore. That was my wife's old character, but I kind of would love to play... kind of want to make a classic Horde Blacksmith, because that's a cool questline too. Kind of like the warrior questlines also. Alright. We just got our 9th feather. We're down to the last one. Any raptor could put us out of our misery. Probably could think about a better way to say that. Any raptor could be the one that allows us to progress with our journey through the World of Warcraft Classic. Oof. Come on. Die, you little raptor. It wasn't that raptor, because he was a jerk. And we have so many raptor hides now. So many stacks of raptor hide. I gotta look into... I might not even just keep them around. I might just be like, let's just sell them. What am I even gonna use them for? Even as a leather worker. Looking for more hinterlands leets. Okay. I see Tethys still. He's still out there. Right to the north of this Grom'gol camp. I'll see him. I really don't want to kill these ones that are paired with a baby, because they're more annoying. And they didn't give us anything special last time. Sweet baby Jesus. Thank you for your blessings. Giving us the 10th feather. For coming out of your little manger. Blessing us. Should I get all this free real estate? Why not? I mean, we could get some space that way too if I convert these mediums and heavy leathers. Might as well run around and heals and 2 DPS. I think it's funny when people actually ask for specific roles in Ragefire Chasm. Maybe on, I don't know, maybe on like, I can't think of when you would need that, because who cares? You can get 5 together. I'm going to give you a spoiler right now. You can beat Ragefire Chasm. Does not matter. You can get 5 people together. Sure. Is it helpful if you get a healer? Yeah. You can get... It doesn't have to be a healer. It just has to be someone that can heal. Alright. Let's go turn in these feathers for this curse or enchantment or whatever. Cross the bay again. And then... we'll go also tell old Hemet that we did it. We are the champions of hunting raptors. And then he'll tell us to kill Tethys, and then we'll do that. And then he'll tell us to go kill... It's my water breathing. It's the fish scales that give you water breathing. So I almost finished that cool Lego set I was talking about. But there's another Elder run right there. So if you guys are watching this video like tomorrow or something, you can find it right by Grom'gol. It's probably still going to be there because nobody gives a heck about that quest. Oh, sweet Mary. Alright, buddy. We have your enchantment stuff. Mok'thardin's enchantment.
Strength and honor.
Did your gathering efforts prove fruitful?
Most excellent. I will prepare these at once.
Okay, and then he gives us
What
the...
I need from you now will be very difficult to obtain. To hold all these feathers, claws, and the pristine fang in place, I require a magical tether. Only an aged gorilla sinew will work. You will only be able to find one on an elder Mistvale gorilla. They are known to forage to the east of Booty Bay. The sinew must be perfect. It might take quite a few kills for you to find exactly what I need, but it will be well worth the hunt.
Alright, so that's down there when we go do Mok'thardin's enchantment. So, that's cool. And that's nice, like, we can just put that one off to the side. We don't have to think about it right now. I mean, not Mok'thardin's enchantment. When we do the shaky, scaring shaky, all that stuff. So that's perfect. We got another one done. And we also have a little bit of a reprieve, so we can go get on with our hunting self.
What do you need?
Alright, please. What do I need Raptor Hide for? Let's look and see what that is. Raptor Hide. Okay. So, Raptor Hide is a reagent for 3 things. The Barbaric Bracers, which are a leather bracer that gives us a total of 14 points. So, not as good as what we have. The belt, which is a leather belt, which gives us 12. Not as good as what we have. And the harness, which is a leather harness, gives us 13. Nowhere near as good as what we have. Do I have either Barbaric Braces or Raptor Hide? A Barbaric Harness, that's not the right one. I don't see me having... Let me actually build this, though. So I don't have the recipe for those either. So that's another part of it. These require heavy leather, so they're all below what we have. I don't know where I get the recipes. So I think I'm fine. Now those bracers, sure. They're an okay bracer, but for who? Agility, Stam, and Spirit? So that's not good for a rogue. And at 32, sure, Shaman and Hunter could maybe still use them. This is an okay rogue belt. What's your other? That your druid? Okay, that's okay. Those are okay druid bracers. I'm just gonna sell the Raptor Hide. I've reached that conclusion here. Not saving it. So we're gonna sell our Raptor Hide. Golden Iron Destroyer. I'm just selling it. I don't care. Selling this Raptor Flesh. Okay, so that bought me back my bag space. We did not get a lot. And here we go. Alright, so now we're going to head to the north to go turn in the Raptor Mastery quest. We did not get... In killing those raptors, I think you... I think you can get some of the Grom'gol pages, but we did not. we need for chapter 4 just page 25, and then we have some others. It's just not tracking them very well right now. Look, these guys are ready. Get a bunch of Lash Tail. Free real estates again. The great thing about Stranglethorn, it's a leather worker's dream. Okie dokie, mate. Alright, so we can at least finish up this hunting chain, and then it's up. Then I'm going to look at time and decide, are we going to have time to be able, and we might. We're going to have time to be able to come down and do the Skull Splitter with those three. That little cluster. And it's very possible. We have an okay amount of time. I would say we have somewhere in the neighborhood of about half an hour. Let me look and see what our record time's at right now. Yeah, I would say half an hour is a fine amount of time to give. Okay, those were off. Little Blooscalp guys in the Takashi ruins. But let's see if as long as nothing terribly bad luck happens when we're trying to go find Tethys. And sometimes that quest for killing the final, whatever, big game hunter quest, sometimes that one can go awry. So we have to hope that goes off without a hitch, too. I think it will. But, you know, those two possibilities for chaos exist right there. All right, Raptor Mastery 3.
Ho, ho! We have ourselves
Ho,
a
ho!
Raptor Slayer. Nicely done, fair lady. Because you proved yourself to be such a go-getter in the jungle, let me tell you about a ferocious raptor that even I have failed to kill. Ajek here calls this wily raptor Tethys. If you want to prove yourself a true master, kill Tethys and bring me his talon. It would be a feat that no other big game hunter has accomplished.
All right, so back by the Gurubashi Arena. We already kind of know where it is. We've seen him a few times. And let's get that off of here. So that is Raptor hunting. Raptor Mastery 3 just finished. Let's open up some more. Oops, got myself running right into the middle of this little ruin. Got to be careful. Oh, so this, I mean, honestly, the worst part of this is the running there and back. And, oops, that one's done. And then picked up Raptor Mastery 4. Bang, bang, bong, bong. The words of old Method Man and Red Man. Bong, bong. All right, so this Raptor, again, I don't think there's anything special. When we did this with Alliance, we actually killed this guy maybe a couple times. We helped out a small crew of people that were doing it. It's just an elite version of the Raptors we were killing. I don't know that it does anything special. The big game hunter, that one can be tricky because you're fighting a guy that summons ads. And if you don't kill him fast enough, it can quickly build up to 4, 5, 6 ads, and that's a lot to handle for anyone. There's Cold Front, the human mage. What is Cold Front, the human mage, doing? I don't know. I'm happy it's the weekend. As always, that's it's a good time. Yeah, like I said, we got some playoff football. I'm gonna investigate some kind of recipe. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna cook something up. I do like to cook. I just want to. When I ate this last pie, so my hopes were pretty high. It was called the last one I made earlier this week. It was. So it's something called a Kentucky Derby pie. So a Kentucky Derby pie is, I believe that's what it's called. And it is a tightly protected recipe that is trademarked. I guess there's some particular family in Kentucky that made the original one, and they have had the recipe for within the family for over 100 years, and it's tightly guarded. It's trademarked, and nobody knows the true recipe. And because of that, any other Kentucky Derby pie that's eaten is like a facsimile. It's just someone's attempted to make the Kentucky Derby pie. So what a Kentucky Derby pie is, it's essentially a pie that in consistency you could say that it somewhat resembles a pecan pie. It's got a kind of a brown sugar, flour, egg filling that matches the kind of consistency that you'd see and a similar flavor profile, but not as good, honestly. At least not the version that I had, as a pecan pie. And then instead of pecans, it's got a ton of walnuts all throughout it. And then compound that with mixed into everything else in this pie is chocolate chips. So I like chocolate chip cookies. I like walnut chocolate chip cookies. I like that combo of chocolate chip and walnut. All of that is cool with me. So I thought this sounded good. I like pecan pie. I thought it all sounded good, but it really... a couple things happened when I made it. One was the mixture was a little bit more than my pie shell could contain. So my pie crust, and it kind of was just overflowing to the max, but that's okay. Two, something about the way that it baked really made the walnuts all come to the top, which made it more have that consistency of a pecan. There's Tethys, of a pecan pie. He's got a little one with him. So, again, okay. So I'm fighting Tethys. He's hit me with a tendon rip. So, I guess if kiting or running around was part of your strategy, not going to work as well on him. He's a 43 elite, so he is hitting pretty solid. Even with my totems up. I did go with a defensive totem. I probably should have went offensive now that I'm seeing how this fight's playing out. And I'm getting to the point where now I'm going to switch to a little bit more conservative style and go with heals. Okay. Alright, now my mana is basically gone, and I'm gonna just now it's all no mana spent. Cool. Alright, we were able to take Tethys down, no problem. He did get us to our resources, where our resources were starting to get kind of low at the end, but there's some things I could have done a little bit differently if I really wanted to. Yeah, so basically what it wound up was being an extremely dense pie. And on to top it all off, the pie is designed to have a blackberry syrup crust that you drizzle all over the pie. Blackberry syrup, not crust. Blackberry syrup. So you just kind of make a reduction. Anybody that's made a simple syrup for whatever reason, whether for a syrup reason, whether for making alcoholic beverages, which I do a lot. I like to play around in that area too. Making a simple syrup's very, very simple. It's pretty much just sugar and then whatever other flavors you're going to add in. In this case, mostly it was blackberries. There might have been a tiny little, cinnamon or something like that. I can't remember. Sprinkled in. And that's it. You just boil the heck out of it and reduce it, and it will make a syrup. It's usually pretty good. This simple syrup, for whatever reason, it was extraordinarily thin, this syrup. It was a very thin syrup. And this could be my fault. Or, I maybe didn't boil it long enough. It's probably the case. I probably should have boiled it longer. Really let it thicken up, and I that didn't work. So the syrup was a wash. Didn't really do anything extra to the pie for me. The flavor wasn't particularly great on it. Again, that could just be my fault. So I ended up eating like half the pie without the syrup, just eating it. I was like, whatever. It was okay with whipped cream. It was just so, the concentration of walnuts was so heavy. It was just like eating a big bite of walnut. And walnuts probably while I do like it, and I do like it when it's used well in food, it's probably my least favorite of all nuts. Pecans are probably my second least favorite. I just don't like that style, that real iron heavy bite like that, or whatever, iron coppery tasting nut. It really comes through in a pecan or a walnut. It's just not my favorite style. I'm more of a any other nut. It just wasn't good. And so what I'm reading is like, man, I just feel like it just wasn't great.
What's on your mind?
How goes the hunt for Tethys? Tracked her all the way back to camp, did you?
Master Adventurer, the Raptor Slayer, has a nice ring to it, eh?
Yeah, it does.
Adventurer, you are a hunter worthy of our company. From the battlefields of Lordaeron to the deepest jungle, I have rarely witnessed such prowess with weaponry as you have demonstrated. You have killed the ferocious Sindal, the elusive Bagthera, and the treacherous Tethys. But the true prize is the head of King Bangalash. That white tiger is the reason I am here. I've had my sights on him for quite some time now. Kill King Bangalash and your hunting prowess is proven to be second to none.
So a pretty solid bow or gun. No stats on them, but still pretty solid if that's the route you're going. We're not. It's right there at the same level as Raptor Hunter 4, so I won't say, oh, if you can handle Raptor Mastery 4, you can handle this, but basically that's the case. You just have to, I would imagine, I'm trying to think, so first of all, level 43, and it's a 43 elite. So you want to be able to be around the level of handling a level 43 elite. So if you don't feel comfortable fighting that, then probably stay away from this for a little bit or get some friends. But I would say maybe warriors could potentially have a little bit of a hard time with this unless your DPS is pretty solid. But if you pop like counterattack, you should be okay because the ads really aren't that strong. If you have some counterattack, some potions, stuff like that, you should be okay. I would say with a rogue, you should be able to sneak in, get the tiger, ambush him, stun him, pop some evade. You could probably nuke him as a rogue. Other than that, as a paladin, absolutely. You can heal, lay on hands, save your cooldowns. We did it as a paladin. Even though we had friends, it would have been fine. Consecration, if you've got that, will help you AoE down the ads. I'm about to show you how I would do it with the shaman here, which is basically I'm going to just drop my totems and pray for the best. Hunter, yeah, just throw your pet in, nuke him down. You just have to nuke down the king. You don't have to kill all the ads. So with a lot of things like this, and you're not fighting waves or anything like that, he's ready to fight. He's at the top of this plateau, kind of like how the first tiger was. This is another tiger. This is just a white tiger. It just sits atop the top of this plateau right here. All right. I really want to get those two. We just have a few. All right. So there's King Bangalash. So we are going to... Now be careful, there are these Shadow Maul ads. So just be careful you're not doing anything crazy with that. I'm going to go ahead and go defense, attack, this, and I'm going to go bring the Panther down, the Tiger down right now. So if you look, he'll do a little roar. As soon as he starts summoning ads, I'm going to drop... It looks like they've killed some of his ads. So it looks like someone came out and killed the ads. So that's kind of cool. Now it is... Try to get a heal off. There you go. So some ads came in. Alright, so now that the ads are here, I'm going to drop this pulsing totem. And I'm going to wait. There we go. That's great. Okay, we got the panther head. So what I did was I dropped this magma totem, and that was really all I did there. I just dropped the magma totem and used it to kill the panthers. I'm gonna skin King Bangladesh there. So he let out a massive roar and he called for aid. I think you just want to make sure you clear his ads right here, because you can't skin those little panthers. If you don't, I think when he calls for aid, these guys can join. I think those alliance. I didn't realize. I mean, I didn't see anybody there, but it looks like the alliance probably were trying to set up the kill in Bangladesh. He responds pretty fast. There's another panther. So when he calls for aid, depending on where you're at, you can draw more than just those two panthers. But that's really it. It's not really... He's a 43 elite, so like I said, just make sure you're cool with a 43 elite. And, if you've got a plan for his couple ads, whether that's kiting him or whatever you want to do, you'll be good. You'll be good on that too. I don't know what is this right here. We could fight these while we're in the neighborhood. All right, let's do it. Let's fight these other ones. Oops. We're here. Why not? I should have sold that. So we are going to be needing... What am I going to do? All right, you know what? Fine, we won't, because I need to sell this. And now I want to sell the Saber-Tooth Fang, and I want to get the Head of Bangladesh. Like, I want whatever small bits of space I can get out of here, I want that out, and we'll come back down. There we go, Zyatajan Ruins. That's not even it. It gave us XP, but it didn't open my map, so there's something out here, map-wise. Maybe it's these ruins right here. There's something that's stopping us from having the map. And I don't know what it is. Huh. Alright, so we'll go and turn in old Big Game Hunter. And that gun's going to be useless to us also. So, I think we might stop when we turn this in. Because, where are we at on record time? Yeah, we're at about an hour and a half. And I think to get this, it could take us more than 30 minutes and take us over the 2-hour mark. And I don't know that. So that means tomorrow we can come in there and wrap up this. This is a nice cluster of quests. Turn all that junk in, find out where it takes us next, and then start working our way down to Booty Bay. Overall questy tracker. We've gained one. We're going to gain a second one right now. Hopefully we get some pages from the book when we're walking through that, because it's super duper annoying that we have so many pages that we're locked into right now. I don't remember what the other ones are. We have 1 and 4 for chapter 1. Quest book. Yeah, we still need 6 and 8, and we need... Oh yeah, we're not even tracking them all. We need 18 and 20. And we need 25. So killing humanoids is good on the drop rate. I'm hoping that we get some from that area. All right, but we've really officially, I think, finished all of Northern Stranglethorn, and we're now going to be moving into Middle Stranglethorn and beyond.
What can I do for
I see you're back, lass. King Bangladesh has caused me to come crawling back to camp many times. Hang in there.
Bloody well done. Righto. Congratulations, adventurer, for succeeding where others have failed. I am honored to count you as a comrade of our great hunting party here. No one will ever doubt your expertise in hunting and tracking. Cheers to you, I say. Cheers.
Thank you very much. 5k XP was nothing to sneeze at. Big Game Hunter now done. Another one checked off. We need to go back and turn an Excelsior where we can. Also, then we need these dumb, stinking dumbs. We need those turned into. All right, let's sell off to her. Okay, yeah, we get that. That was pretty much a gold for that. Yeah, and that's it. We have. What am I doing with this wool cloth here? Do I actually have wool I need to turn in, or can I get rid of that? We do need a donation of wool. That's part of it too. We're at 26 wool. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll get some more. All right, everybody. I appreciate your time, and you rock. Thank you so much for watching, for listening, and for tuning in. I will see. I'm going to do another bow. I will see all of you guys next time on Lore of Warcraft. Peace out.